Hey there, folks, I'm quickly going to do a one-take video talking about the GT World Challenge Europe finale in Valencia. And the reason why I'm doing it like this and with this backing video is because, well, ACC for some reason doesn't want to boot and record actual backing footage for it. But overall, it was an interesting weekend. It was a messy weekend. And the thing is, when you look at the tracks that are on the GT World Challenge calendar, they often promote this kind of beating and bagging racing. But Valencia has the kind of double whammy of Turn 1 and Turn 2. Turn 1 where you almost go Watkins Glen style, proper American style of your track limits, where if it's a racing surface, you can race on it. And then you've got Turn 2, which is the second left-hander, and is a hairpin. And we saw that massive crash in the first race. How many people were taken out of it? I think one of the Garage 59 ones, I'm pretty sure that the WRT that ended up with the championship was as well, wasn't it? But I think there was also like one of the Santalocks, and wasn't Sandy Mitchell's Barwell also involved in all of that, and potentially even Paradigm. It was just so messy, but it is something that kind of track promotes. Either way for WRT, it wasn't too much of an issue because they fought back in the end and ended up taking the win in the second race. And as a result, they ended up taking the overall Drivers' Championship for Kelvin van der Linde and Charles Weerts. Well done to them. They only got 2 wins on the season, the first one being the second race in Zandvoort and the second one being the season finale. I mean, second place in the championship was the Grasser of Engsler and Pepper, you know, your Spa 24 winners. And they'd had a very hit and miss, especially when you look at their Brands Hatch one in retrospective. Start to the season, got 2 podiums in Zandvoort, but after that, it was first and then second in the Magny Cours ones, then first and then second in the finale in Valencia. That led them to getting past Benji Goethe and Kirchhofer in the Garage 59 McLaren, who had the retirement in the first one. Though, unlike with the WRT one, they got third in the finale. And that 7 points made up 7 of the 8.5 points difference between them and WRT at the end of all of this. It is nice to see that the people that finished first, second and third in the finale were respectively first, second and third in the Drivers' Championship. There were some other drivers that you felt for, Abro and Rivera, who did only pick up a penalty at one point as well, but they just struggled, got caught in instance over the course of the weekend, and as a result they end up with 20th and a 16th. Good job by the Emil Frey duo of Lulham and Vermeulen. They got 4th and 9th to get 23 points at the end of the season and 7th place overall. But more importantly for them, they were able to win the Gold Cup by 8.5 points over Louis Pret in the Garage 59. And that's because, well, it was something that helped them make up for, especially when they got their 4th place in the first race of the finale, where even though Pret got second, it made up for what was quite a bad weekend for them in Magny Cours. I mean, yeah, it wasn't entirely their fault, Magny Cours, but also it meant that they were able to just do what needed to be done, especially when Pret struggled in the finale. In the Silver Cup, it went the way of Jamie Day and Kobe Powell's. Of course, Powell's come to you, Aston. They've been around forever now as a duo or as a lineup. So to get that again, it was 6 points over Gazzo and Aurelien Panis, who they did everything they could in the second race, but out the first one was enough to essentially define the championship there. Meanwhile, in bronze, it was Kessel for Plattner and Marshall. 5 points in the end between them and the Lion Speed of Bus and Mardini. And I think Lion Speed were originally expected to do the entire season, but they ended up only doing the Bronze Cup rounds, so I don't think they ended up rocking up at Brands Hatch, did they? So, well done to them for getting through it, because for a while it looked like, hang on, are they going to make it to the start of the season? But they got through the whole season with 2 cars, and they ended up just close. I mean, you could look at the events of like maybe Magny Cours or Mazzano or Zandvoort and go, okay, they could have gotten some points here or some points there. But either way, folks, those are my thoughts and feelings. Thanks so much for watching and joining. I wish I could talk more about it, but as you can hear, I'm still not 100%. So until next time, it's bye-bye for now.